Hey guys, do you remember the story of Jack and Rose? Do you think, oh, it could be fake, or maybe it could have been real, or maybe there may be some stories that were similar to this, or maybe there were more worse stories, more messed up stories in the Titanic before it sank? Do you guys want to know a really crazy, tragic, very scammy story from Titanic? Stay tuned and I'll let you know. So, welcome to my channel. If you're new, please subscribe. I do whatever on this channel, and I don't have a specific theme, so I have like everything here all messed up. If you're down for that and you want suggestions on what you want me to do, then please subscribe and comment down below what you want to see, and I will do my best to put it next. Now, let me tell you a little backstory before I start this thing. If you don't want to hear it, timestamp down below when the story starts. So let's get this started. My birthday was today. So for my birthday, I asked my mother to give me tickets for the Titanic. Now it's not the real Titanic, obviously already sank, but I have for the Luxor, and we went to the real exhibit. I was lucky enough to live in Las Vegas, so I can easily get in here. Although I couldn't always, because me and brother will always pass by the Titanic, and we never got to go in because it's not cheap. So anyway, I was very bummed because you're not allowed to take pictures inside, but I do have a very interesting story right here. Oh wait, right here. Sorry, I got Josh's because I went with my husband. So anyway, on the back of this boarding pass that they give you a person, and they give you their age, and they give you the reason why they came here, and they give you like their backstory and if they died. You know, at the end of the exhibit, you find out if they died or didn't. So let me tell you the story of Miss Henriette Royce. Let's get this started. Miss Henry was a 22-year-old model, and I'm 22, so it's related, right? So she was from Paris. She came from Paris, and she met a young man, age 42. That's where the scandal starts. Age 42-year-old man who was a filmmaker, and of course, he thought she was beautiful, and he wanted to put her in his films. He was hired by White Star Film to film Titanic Maiden Voyage. So I guess that he might have filmed her in it and followed her around and watched her while she played solitaire. And of course, she was like, oh, yes, of course. They were both in second class, as it says right here. And it says that accompanying filmmaker William H. Harburg, a married filmmaker with 2 kids and a wife. By the way, yeah, another scammy part is that he has a wife and 2 kids. Now, hold on to wife. I will tell you about the wife later. Henriette was his mistress. So it says also that people thought that that was his wife, but in real life, he had another wife back in his hometown. But in Titanic, she was his wife or his lover, which is very scammy if I got to say myself. But that's none of my business. It says right here, passenger fact, Henriette was a Persian model, I told you guys. She often played solitaire during the journey while under the watchful eye of William Harburg, a filmmaker who had been employed by White Star Line to film Titanic's maiden voyage. So, business trip. And it says that when the ship sank, I was trying to look for her name and his name, and I couldn't find it for the life of me because I have no eyes. Like, I am so blind, I could not find it. I was right here looking at it like, there's so many names. And then me and Josh were like, where do you find it? How do you know if they died or didn't? And then you could see first class, second class, third class. I was like, oh, there you go. So we go in second class and we look for their names, and of course, Henry Henriette and William both died together. And also, Josh's person died too. He traveled alone to go see his brother's wedding, which was the Sunday after Titanic was supposed to arrive. It was so sad. And he didn't get to see his brother's wedding. I don't know if they postponed it, or I don't know what happened to the wedding. It could have happened a lot. But back to my story. My story, when he died, they raised him up from the dead. Well, not really. They raised him up from the ocean, and he had like a purse cleansed to him. Like his dead body had a purse with him, and inside that purse it had his ID. Her ID, I meant. So, and her belongings. So, when the real wife, when they contacted her, like, hey, we found your husband. I mean, we found this guy. I don't know. She found that they were thinking that she was a imposter because they said that in the Titanic they said no, he died with his real wife. What are you talking about? You're not his wife. And then she said, I am his wife. Want to see my marriage certificate? And apparently they found out that she was his lover because he had her belongings, and he said that she was his mistress, his wife, or whatever. And that's really sad. So when he died, it says that his company went down to the dumps. That when he died, they had to pay a lot of money for his movies, and everything went down. So that's very scammy. That's really crazy. What a little scumbag. He was like 42 and she was 22, and he was trying to get her to like, mm-mm. And this is a picture of her. I pulled it up. I found it on the interwebs. Hold on a second. I found it in the interwebs. So this is her. Apparently. I mean, she's pretty. I have no respect for the dead at all. Like, she's pretty. Let's see. I'm gonna get a lot of offensive comments. Oh, I found his. Okay, let's read his. I found his. Someone put it on the internet about him. It says, Mr. William Harburg, age 44. Ooh, 44. That's even worse. From Paris, France. He said that he met her in Paris. So it said he was second class, Hotel Cadillac in New York. Reason returning from Paris, where he had studied with a master filmmaker. William had been hired by Western Line film Titanic's maiden voyage. His next project in North America was a film in Alaska and blah blah blah, you know? It says passenger fact, William traveled with Harriet Ivoris, a young model he had met in Paris. Fascinated by Miss Morris, followed her everywhere during the voyage, even watching her as she played solitaire. So in other words, he thought, wow, this girl's hot. I'm gonna watch her while she gambles her life away in solitaire. I mean, even though she was second class, I'll still like her. I still dig her. I'm gonna get her a job. Anyway, but that's crazy. That's a really crazy story. Like, I mean, I'm a big fan of the whole Jack and Rose situation, but this is a really good story because it's true. So anyway, I hope you guys like this video. I hope you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you want to hear for more. This microphone makes me sound like a podcast. Let's do ASMR. Hello everyone. I like juice. Anyway, well, I'll see you guys later, and stay tuned for my birthday vlog. It's gonna come up soon. So, bye!